My name's Logan, and in order to fulfill an illusion of masculinity, I've receded into the confines of the wilderness. Join me as I fight not only for survival, but also against the starving urges to eat my left arm. This is Logan vs. Wild. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Today we're going to be surviving in a small startup park known as Yellowstone. Our objectives today is to traverse the environment and find our way to the rescue cross-trek on the other side. Before we set off, I do find it important to let you know that we are currently in bear country, and like most people, I do have a crippling fear of bears. Hence the reason I have a severe dislike for Build-A-Bear Workshop. In order to combat this fear, I've managed to get my hand on some bear spray from Cabela's for $49.95. What we're going to do is we're going to use this bear spray and spray a nice even coat over my body to repel bears, much like bug spray. Let's go. It's come to my attention that the bear spray may or may not have been out of date. Lucky for us, Cabela's had a 2-for-1 sale. After 17 minutes of agonizing pain, I decided the bear spray was not going to be effective, so I set off without it, exposed to the elements.
We've been trekking now for about 9 hours, and due to the positioning of the sun, I'd say it's around 3 or 11 o'clock at night, so I do believe it's time we start finding ourselves some rations.
Unfortunately for me, it was 5 more hours before I was able to spot what appears to be an animal up on the ridge. In order to confirm, I'm in desperate need of binoculars.
So, in order to fashion ourselves some binoculars, we're going to be using this grass and an Algonquin technique that I learned back in the Middle East. So, let's go. There we go. Looks like we crafted ourselves some Vortex 1042 crossfires. They're now available at Bass Pro for $29.62. Now let's take a look. Oh yes. We're going to be eating good tonight.
It appears my luck is changing as I've now secured wild goldfish. I now have the sustenance I need to continue on my journey. Realizing I've lost my way, I've decided it's high time to construct myself a compass. Using my phone, I journey to the Google Play Store and attempt to download freecompass.ussr. Unfortunately for me, it appears that I have no signal, and I am now desperately lost in what I can only imagine to be West Philadelphia. As my journey comes to a close and the cross-trek is in sight, I'm reminded of all the beautiful sights we've encountered along the way. It's a shame we have to depart, as this journey was truly a once-in-a-lifetime.
This is awkward. It appears that I've left the cross-trek keys somewhere. But not to worry, we can just call ourselves an Uber out of here. With no service. Don't worry, I am a master survivalist. You're going to be perfectly fine.
Unbeknownst to me, a mountain lion was hiding under the car. In order to save myself, I sacrificed the cameraman. You've been watching another exciting episode of Logan vs. Wild.